The Volkswagen Touareg is being killed for a mistake. So, where did the diesel Touareg go? Well, the current generation Touareg hit the market back in 2018. You'd think it would be losing steam by now, but surprisingly, it's still finding buyers. Just in the first 8 months of this year, 373 people became Touareg owners. And that's without any major advertising. Now, when you compare that to Volkswagen's struggling electric ID.Touareg models, it gets kind of funny. For example, the ID.3 only managed 137 registrations. The ID.4, just 54. The ID.5, a measly 3. And the ID.7 did a bit better with 233. Put all those electric models together, and they just barely outsold the 7-year-old Touareg. So the old-school diesel is still chugging along, strong as ever. But what's next for this big SUV? Unfortunately, the classic Touareg we know is living on borrowed time. Volkswagen has decided to kill it off, only to bring it back in 2029 as a full electric vehicle under the name ID.Touareg. And this is where the questions start piling up. Who is really going to want a massive electric SUV with a price tag that will most likely creep up to 80, maybe 85,000 euros? Let's put that in perspective. Right now, you can get a diesel-powered Touareg for around 60,000 euros. Then we have the battery problem. Just think about this. The current diesel Touareg, with its 78-liter tank, can easily drive 1,000 kilometers. That's like going from Prague to the French Riviera with just one quick fuel stop. For an electric Touareg to offer that same kind of freedom, it would need a battery pack of around 300 kilowatt-hours. A battery that big would weigh about 2 tons. That, to put it mildly, is a complete fantasy. In reality, the new ID.Touareg will have a much more modest battery. So that same trip to the south of France could turn into a 2-day adventure, filled with frequent charging stops. And let's be honest, the joy of driving on a leash, going slow and taking constant breaks, is not exactly my idea of a good time. Now, let's talk software from Rivian and other tricks. Volkswagen has had well-documented problems with its own software. Their Carrier division is famous for delays and missed deadlines. So, the plan is for the ID.Touareg to get its software from the American company, Rivian, into which Volkswagen has invested billions. It sounds like a lifesaver, but there's no guarantee that this will actually change buyers' minds. Here are a few facts to think about. The Touareg remains the most expensive Volkswagen you can buy, yet it still outsells their entire lineup of electric battery cars. The new SSB platform, which the ID.Touareg is supposed to be built on, has been delayed for years. And betting on a giant electric SUV seems incredibly risky, because the audience for an 85,000 euro electric people mover is just too narrow. So in the end, we're left with a strange picture. A successful, even if somewhat dated, diesel SUV is being forced into retirement. And in its place, we're getting an electric vehicle that probably won't be a hit. It seems like Volkswagen is once again going against common sense. And that's a real shame, because the Touareg could have kept on being that big, reliable friend for the open road for many more years.